The hardest part about a breakup isn't losing another person. It's feeling like you've lost yourself. Your mind replays old conversations and you wonder what you could have done differently. Everything suddenly feels uncertain. And then, one evening, while driving home or maybe just sitting outside in silence, you hear it, an owl. Or maybe you lock eyes with one for just a few seconds. It feels strangely personal, almost like someone or something is trying to get your attention. Across cultures and spiritual traditions, owls have long been seen as messengers of wisdom, endings, and hidden truth. So what if seeing an owl after a breakup isn't random at all? But wait, stay with me until the end, because the last message the owl carries may be the one your heart needs most. Nature never fears endings. Trees lose their leaves, flowers wilt, the moon disappears before becoming full again. The owl represents this exact cycle. Many ancient traditions believed owls arrived when one version of yourself was dying, so another could finally emerge. Maybe that's why they appear when relationships end. Not because something bad is happening, but because your old identity is quietly falling away. The person who accepted less than they deserved, the person who ignored red flags, the person who kept choosing everyone else before themselves. The owl doesn't symbolize loss. It symbolizes rebirth. And sometimes the universe removes people because your future no longer has room for them. Before we continue, did you know that most people who watch Mystical Earthlings aren't actually subscribed? If you enjoy exploring spiritual animal meanings, hidden messages from nature, and mysterious signs from the universe, just take 1 second to subscribe. It really helps us reach more Mystical Earthlings who need these messages. Now, let's continue. Owls hunt in complete darkness. While other creatures become blind, the owl becomes even more powerful. Spiritually, this has always represented one thing: seeing truth when emotions cloud your vision. Breakups have a strange way of making us romanticize the past. We remember the good moments and quietly forget everything that hurt us. But the owl asks a different question. What did you ignore? The moments your intuition whispered, the conversations that didn't feel right, the version of yourself that stayed silent to keep the peace. The owl reminds us that intuition is rarely loud. It's quiet, and after heartbreak, that quiet voice finally becomes impossible to ignore. Owls spend much of their lives alone, not because they're lonely, but because they thrive in stillness. That's one of their greatest spiritual lessons. Healing doesn't always happen surrounded by people. Sometimes it happens during silent morning coffees, late-night walks, or sitting outside watching the stars. Many people fear being alone, but solitude is where identities are rebuilt. It's where confidence quietly returns. It's where your soul remembers who it was before it started chasing acceptance. Maybe that's why so many people report seeing owls during their darkest nights. Not to remind them of what they lost, but to remind them they were never truly alone. Here's the fascinating part. Owls almost never chase. They wait, patiently, confidently. They know what belongs to them will come into view. Maybe that's the lesson the universe is trying to give you. Stop chasing answers. Stop chasing closure. Stop chasing people who already chose another path. Become still. Become observant. Trust your instincts. Because sometimes the greatest transformation begins the moment you stop running after what already left. Maybe the owl isn't predicting your future. Maybe it's revealing your strength. A reminder that endings create space, darkness creates clarity, and solitude creates wisdom. So, if you've recently seen an owl after heartbreak, maybe the universe isn't asking you to look backward. Maybe it's quietly calling you back home to yourself. The owl totem reminds us that even in the darkest night, clarity can still find you. This pain will not last forever. This chapter will pass. And if the universe removes someone or something from your life, perhaps it was never meant to follow you into your next season. Sometimes what leaves is not a punishment, it's protection. Sometimes the empty space is not loss, it's preparation. The universe may be making room for someone, something, or some version of you that finally matches your true vibration. So don't chase what has already been released. Trust the darkness. Trust the silence. Trust the owl's message. You are not ending. You are becoming. If you've ever experienced a meaningful animal encounter during a difficult time, tell us in the comments. We read every single one. And until next time, keep looking for the magic hidden in the ordinary. Remember, signs from the universe are always around us. We just have to stay present in the moment to observe them.